Hey Brent, good to see you here. What have you thought of the just being in Arizona here for the last for the setup there and what it's been like for you just the
No, a
last.
lot of guys did a lot of great work, and um, it's been good. The trainers have done an awesome job, and everybody from the organization to get this thing set up. It's as good as we could hope for being on short notice and being in a different city.
Let's go with Shang.
Hey, Brent, good to see you again. Bob has said that you were dealing with some injury stuff last year that you played through. Can you talk a little bit more about that? And also, just I assume you're 100% right now.
Nope, won't really talk about it, I guess.
Okay, but you're 100% right now.
Feel good.
Okay, and also I had to ask you too. I had to ask you just about being on Vikings and the whole experience and how that all came together and all that stuff. That was really cool.
No, that was awesome. It was a couple years ago filmed it, so I always thought the guys were lying when they said they didn't watch their own movies or their own shows and stuff, but I didn't realize it takes so long to get that stuff going and to see kind of where they film it and how it's all done, and it was unbelievable. It was such a cool experience, and definitely it was one of my favorite shows, if not my favorite show. So I had the guy I work with pounding on the doors to try to get me in there. So it was it was one of the coolest things I've ever done, and to see the characters in real life and meet the actors that portray those guys and see how amazing they are. Peter Franzen, I worked a lot with, and God, he's just incredible. I remember that election scene that he does. The first one, he ripped off the whole thing, and actually the whole crew and everybody gave him applause after. It was crazy, and then we shot it about 70 more times. So it was definitely something different, incredible. And then he'd be talking about his farm in between takes, and then right away he's back to being King Harold, and it was just so cool. And all the guys and the girls there, it was just such an incredible experience. They welcomed me in. They were so accepting of my lack of acting experience, and I had no idea what I was doing, and it was just awesome. I mean, I couldn't say enough good things about that. The set, Ireland being there. I know Kersey likes his Guinness, but I'll tell you one thing, it's pretty good over there. I mean, that was and I tried a whole bunch of different pubs, and they were all good. It was just an awesome time.
And just to clarify, you said you shot it, was it last year or 2 years ago?
I could screw it up, but I think it was 2 years ago.
Okay, thank you.
No, it was either 2 or 3, but I'm pretty sure it was 2.
Kevin Curtis.
Actually, it could have been 3. I think it's 3.
I think it was 2, Brent, because I think I just missed you in Dublin by like a couple weeks. I remember seeing it on your Instagram, right? 2018.
Was that 2018? Yeah.
I think so, yeah. Anyway, hope you're doing well. I wanted to ask you, Bob mentioned that, part of his system changes are going to be getting the D more involved in the offense this season. Are you excited about that prospect, and do you expect there to be some different changes in the way you guys approach offense and the offensive zone this year?
Yeah, I think I'm just excited to play hockey, just to get back to a routine, get back to the game that we all love, get back to see everybody. I mean, I think it's 10 months is a long time. Whether you're a young guy, an old guy, it doesn't really matter. No, I'm excited. I was excited to see the Boogs coming back. I'm excited to get to meet the new coaches and get to know them and, see what they bring. I know they did a lot of work to get everything going, and, the preparation I saw last year, I know was already top notch. So we'll be ready. It is exciting. It's something new, and looking forward to it.
Thanks.
Dan Rosen.
Brent, thanks for doing this. Good to see you. Got 2 questions for you. One, are you good to be on the ice for tomorrow? Are you going to be out there?
Well, I hope so, unless you know something that I don't.
No, you left it open before when you were asked about your health. So I just wanted to clarify. That was it. The main question I wanted to ask you.
I had an upper body injury on Vikings. I think I'm all right in this world, though.
Sounds good. Sounds good. The other question I wanted to ask you, this is not normal. Nothing about this is normal, but you guys especially have to go to Arizona for training camp. It's not home. How do you envision this going? How do you make it feel like home so you can get what you need to get out of what is still a shortened training camp? Like, how do you do that in this type of environment, do you think?
Well, I think it starts with the organization doing everything they can and everything that they have done to make this as good as it can be for us. Our setup is great. Everybody's different. So it's going to be a learning curve. I think guys, everybody in the organization, they're more accepting of little issues coming up, and you just have to roll with it. I think it can be a little bit more fun. I think a little bit more exciting. You don't really know what's coming. New route to the rink, finding new places to DoorDash or whatever it is to get food. Everything's new. So, I think it's a great chance for everybody to concentrate on just hockey and the San Jose Sharks. I think, I've got 3 kids at home, and I like to think that I do everything for hockey and prepared for it. But at the end of the day, I'm a dad. So, there's a lot of nights I go to the rink for my son or gymnastics for my daughter. We're hanging out, we're doing things, and, maybe rushing home a little bit to get an extra half hour of quiet time before they get home from school. This is a lot different. This is a chance where, not a great thing. I'm away from my family, but I don't have that. I can just be a hockey rat again. Just stay at the rink, hang out with the guys. I think that's going to be a big difference for everybody. But yeah, I think the organization's done a great job with our setup and making sure that we have everything that we can on the hockey side and the lifestyle side to be successful. But it's been day 2, so I don't know.
Curtis, one more here.
Brent, obviously this is the first camp the Sharks have had in quite a while without Jumbo around. How weird is it not to see him at camp right now? And what do you kind of miss about him the most? Just seeing him every day.
Yeah, I don't know. I FaceTimed him this morning at the rink, so I still saw him today. But yeah, I mean, I can't lie about it. I think somebody asked me a question before about it. It sucks. I mean, he was one of my closest buddies. Our families were close. He was just, you can't say enough about him. I know I read an article somebody wrote the other day about little stories about him. I mean, everybody has 100 stories about that guy and how incredible of a human he was, how incredible a teammate. That's from everybody, from the guy working on the aisles to the trainers to just everybody that's been around him. He's just a special guy and special teammate. And yeah, it sucks to not have that energy and that laughter around the room.